Greetings again, and looks like we have another opponent for today, so we'll have some more winter tournament games now. Okay, all this should be set. Good luck, have fun. I'm playing against Świerszczu. Shoutouts to Polish community. Let's see how they fare in combat. Anyway, I think I should start as a blue player once in a while. Already started most of my previous games as red, so I think it would be fair. Okay, icon scroll is nice. Yes. I think I should remove the most chaotic matchups, like Sealand versus Dungeon. Would be tryharding in this one, so like Necro versus Dungeon, if he wanna play that, I'm okay with it. Okay, that's fine. So I'm gonna play Necro in any case. Or it's either against Sealand versus Dungeon or Haven. Well, maybe I shouldn't go easy on him just because he's a newer guy, but all of those matchups are kinda okay, like Necro vs Dungeon is manageable, although with the new Necromancy it's kinda harder as a fighter kind of guy. Yeah, let's 50-50 on those two. Okay, Necro Sealand still can be pretty dangerous if he will able to get both good Artifact Storm and Ballista. In terms of heroes, like the upper set is very strong. Giran is fine, Impel can be pretty nice on Destroy. Elfina is probably one of the best heroes in any matchup. Here my upper set didn't quite. So with heroes I've got an upper one. Anyway, I feel like I should remove the upper one as well. So I'm left with Vlad and Nadir. Well, those two aren't the strongest guys out there, but I guess they're fine. Unicorn Horn Bow no longer gives you no penalty. Basically, now the effect on the artifact set of the Unicorn Horn Bow and Quiver was moved to the bow itself, and there is more set. So if you got both the bow and the quiver, you won't have any additional bonuses. So it's just like makes you archers and like all range units, including ballista, shoots faster. Crown of Leadership, like you hate to see it on the Necromancer, it's just a waste of a relic slot, which is a shame. Like lightning protection can be good. Chain lightnings are stronger in RTA than in the original game. They deal way more damage to secondary targets. Anyway, I've got light, like it's pretty insane light at that. It means that he also had summoning spell line. Like Derail can actually do some stuff with summoning, but it's kinda tricky to pull off against Necrom. Hamic Panic Attack, Dark is pretty awesome as well. Like you've got Decay, Suffering, Weakness, all kind of stuff to counter like whatever he's gonna do. Lights is a lot harder to get, like you can't hope to catch light every time on Necro, but if it would be offered to me on the like first 6 level ups, I might go for light. Because Stormwind is great, like Haste and Righteous Might is pretty great. But the Dark is still pretty awesome with Puppet Master. This is probably the best Dark I can hope for in this matchup. The question is like, should I play Dark only, or maybe I should instead like combine it with summoning, apply some Arcane Armor, have the Feast of Frost in case if you got the magic immunity, it may be safer to go like to magic schools. Don't think I want anything from this store, like I can reroll it, but why waste gold? 6,000 is not a lot, but I've got plenty of ways to spend my gold in other places. Yes, the Dark looks insanely strong. Okay, set Necrom. Corrupted Soul is fine, it allows you to pick Master of Curses and be done with those branch. Necromancy is not entirely necessary. In any caster build you wanna have Enlightenment. Wizard's Reward is alright, like not necessary, but it's a nice bonus. Can't ever have enough spell power. Power Endurance can be alright. How much knowledge do I have? Like, not a lot, so probably I'd like to have Graduate as well. Luck of the Necromancer. That would be level 23, and that's an overkill. That's surely an overkill. Sorcery is not absolutely required. It's still nice to have. Maybe I should like instead go for resistance. Use protection against or Bone Ward actually. Arcane Training is great, and in that case I don't have to go out of my way. Maybe even drop Mark of the Necromancer level 22, something like that. Looks strong. Yeah, I'll go for something like that. And as usual, I don't want to summon it right away. It's an empty branch that's gonna hinder my build. I'd like to have it later, so I'll drop the summoning for now entirely. Also, I'm given light right away. What I can do with light. Well, light is cheesy, like kinda don't want to go for cheesy strats against the newer guy. Yes, this light is pretty strong, but I think I'm gonna drop light. It's not like I've got any good artifacts to support it. And I'm not even sure that he's gonna like buy all of the sprites. Light and dark, I would say like the dark is a lot better with summoning in this case for Vlad. I would pick Nazir if I had like light on the very first level up, because you kinda can get the most out of Vlad's specialty without summoning. My second enlightenment right away. I think not. Like I'm looking for sorcery, so the necromancy I will drop later. It's kinda unavoidable. I'm gonna pick dark. Master of Pain here. Expert dark. Now I can probably take defense or enlightenment. I'll take defense. Or defense since 10% enlightenment is 8, so enlightenment is less likely. I still need more suffering, so I shouldn't pick too many open branches. Sorcery is fine. Advanced enlightenment is kinda undesirable right now, but okay. Intelligence, it's not the time for intelligence just yet. I need the Arcane Training. I'd like to have Arcane Excellence and Bonward. Can take Summoning, can take Defense right now, which is a shame that I really need to close up this branch. And Summoning is like a huge chance, it's 10%. 10% for defense also. I should probably take it now that I think of it. Still don't have Master of Curses. Alright, now I do. Okay, great, we got defense. So, more levels. Intelligence is great. Yeah, this is gonna be level 22. Not a lot of stuff to buy from the store. Vitality is great. No defense. I'm gonna drop the Necromancy to go the Expert. Summon and defense, I think. Is it better than Wizard's Reward? It probably is. Yep. Something like that. I wish I had more spell power. I think I'll buy the Lightning Protection. Okay, not a lot of knowledge, but I've got the Mana Scroll and it's a perk from Sorcery. I think I'm good. I can like just buy more spell power from the shrine and I'm good to go. 21 is probably alright. Okay, we're gonna take the core units, like the low health ones, because I've got vitality, like skeletons, zombies are great. Really tanking. Goats, I think I'll take some more tanking ones as well. Can afford to pick more also vampires. Yeah. 17 leeches. 12 dragons. I can pick like just the bone ones for defense. I've already got decay and all the stuff for my cast, so leeches are not entirely necessary. They're still like nice to have. I can have some leeches from the necromancy, I guess. Yeah, I might as well like take dragons just to waste some time. Don't need a normal card, I think. Yeah, I can have some leeches from the necromancy, the basic one. Yep, something like that. Not insane spell power, but that to do. 21 is pretty alright. Fine. Those guys, I can take 3. I'll take ghosts and zombies, I think. Should I take skeletons instead of ghosts? Ah, ghosts are fine. Yeah, we can't take any more of those. 3 only. Okay, he's... That's okay, yeah. Gonna be teleported anyway. Okay, we've got Unman. Well, he actually picked up all of those sprites. I think Symbiosis is also like twice as strong in RTA, so it might not be a bad idea. We got some resistance. If he had also like some additional artifacts and resistance from luck, I might have a hard time actually applying my stuff on him. The dragons are also immune to decay, but I've got like summoning, I can like drag time with Icon shields, got sorcery. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, a lot of defense, not a lot of attack, some nice knowledge, so I would assume he has light and quite a lot of resurrections of his own. Should probably put my guys something like this. I back to having my leeches like slightly more apart from each other, but in this case I'm just giving him a free Dragon Breath. Guess that's okay. It's not like retaliation on those guys matters, like bomb dragons don't deal damage a lot. Yeah, they just not there to deal damage. The purpose is to like just be an annoying piece of garbage with a lot of defense. Yeah, it's probably would be wise to get rid of the ammo card, because the battle might take long. Привет, Get. Морг, ну, нормально, там Эленесы в конце задушили, ну, там первая грязище была полная тем адреса. Человек пошел, видать, на менторе, сразу сбросил совесть. Послепил, поглушил. Побил, короче, орка эльфом. Right, so that was pretty hard on the Skeles. Don't think how long I can keep them alive. Definitely need to apply some decay on his hunters. But he's already kind of spread out. Yeah, I'll just defend. Let's get rid of the ammo card. Probably feast some dragons. The fact that he's right behind me is kinda unfortunate, so I might wanna wait with Suffering. Yeah, he got a lot of resistance. Protection, like, doesn't do a lot for him. Right, is really squishy without Vitality, but like they still do damage, so shouldn't disregard them. Again, those guys might be okay. Like applying Suffering might not be the best choice. I should actually draw his build. Less defense, basic protection, level 20. Let's see. So something like that. Resistance, probably. That. Did he have enlightenment? Not sure, but that's a lot of stats. Might be an enlightenment still without intelligence. Did he just like cast dangerous on trends? Like, trends are not in a danger anytime soon. Should have probably just give me some more spikes. Did he had like the sin from the light? Defined mana. What about my ghost? No, he don't have Stormwind, which means he might actually he might be missing Master of RUS, because I can't imagine a situation where he won't take Master of RUS and just ignore the Stormwind. Stormwind is way too strong against Necron. That means I can actually apply Suffering. Oh, he's playing Dark himself, like... That's a surprise. So he got like Confusion, might have like those Cloak of Sandro. It's not that they care, like, but he can... Like... Vulnerability is the strongest option in Dark. Don't know about what else stuff. But that's not light, which means I'm good with Suffering and I've got tons of mana. Puppet Master is scary, all those resistance. Just apply some Suffering for now. That's a huge amount of resistances. That's a pretty insane amount. Yeah, cheers, man. He's not like even protecting those guys with unis. Resistance units is alright, but... My decay would be a lot, like... I think he bought both Shrug Darkness and Seal. So, vulnerability for him, I guess. Remove those two. Hold. Okay, skills I can resurrect. Like I need to buy another Suffering. I might go for weakness, like, but weakness... it's still alright, but Suffering does a lot more. Yeah, let's try another Suffering. Go tower around Trance. Trance already have one, so hope he won't be as lucky this time. But at least dragons, I guess, like, and unis. Sprites are annoying, but the decay will do its work. High lucky, yeah, so we've got another opponent, yeah. So it's really unusual build for the Steel one from Świerszczu. He got like both Seal of Darkness and Shrug of Darkness. I don't remember ever seeing like something like that in this matchup. But it's not actually that bad, like, because I'm playing Decay and Shrug Darkness works pretty good against it. Got some nice resistances. But I'm Vlad, I can rest, I've got enough mana for shields, I can take my time. Probably have slow. I don't think I should step out of a defensive box. The spike zone, yeah, the spikes really hurt. Can't do much about that just yet. Should probably apply shields to ghosts and what else. Maybe decay on those guys. He might have vampirism, I'm not sure if he had like Tome of Darkness or it's just like a few spells. Probably slow. Yeah, like decay is a lot less potent with all those stuff. Puppet Master, 2.5 turns, not worth it. Got a nice amount of items. Can use those guys, I guess. Also apply some weakness. I probably should like apply decay anyway. $132. Well, they're kinda far away. Maybe it's not the time just yet. Weakness is okay. I guess. 10 turns, 12 mana. Okay, nice. Нет, я без капства. Там и так по уровням жирно получилось. У меня что-то типа такого. he got single bless, it's something I guess. His carries are gone, I should shield my ghosts I guess. The vampires doesn't do a lot. How did they get weakness? I actually missed that, and it might be an issue. I probably should apply decay anyway, like the sprites are not that tough. I can even like try to retaliate with zombies. It's still worst. No decay on the dragons, but I need to do something about the sprites. Like the fist, like still do a ton of damage, but having some decay on units might be pretty good. Actually, maybe it's time for elementals. Not just arcane armor on ghosts. Seems like a way to go. Loki will probably like attack vampires. So maybe vampires. They've got pretty good defense. I think I've still got enough mana, but I shouldn't be too wasteful with it. I should actually wait for trends to apply decay. The sprite doesn't look too strong, I maybe should just punch him with zombies and dish out some more with vampires. That's not a terrible damage. I probably should take it. Like, sprites are pretty squishy. Okay, now I can apply decay, but I also should do something about the archers. Shield on zombies won't be a terrible idea either. There's a ton of resistances. I've got enough time to shield everyone, I think, Ghost as well. probably apply decay on those guys. Might be time to shield the poltergeists. How far is Eunice? 171. Yeah, let's give him another shield. Okay, weakness on dragons doesn't do shit, because dragons move cells. Can do damage anyway. 49 defense is alright, though. Okay, now I have okay decay. I defended already. Yeah, I think so. Let's try to apply some decay. Well, 2 resistances unfortunately, but I still have to apply it to sprites. So I'll try one more time. I can also block Duchess with dragons. They still don't want to damage. Let's steal some shots. Punching dragon with a fist might be okay for Vlad. It's not like he got resurrection and dragon dishes quite a lot of damage. Without Stormwind they can, they've got 6 speed. Just the case is usually they've got Stormwind and 5 speed. 5 speed still would be enough, they're pretty close. How much can I deal with the fists? 2. Oh, it's not terrible. But I really need to apply decay on those guys. I really need to get at least 2 of them. Just 7 mana. Should probably call some elementals. Want at least 1 fists for dragons. It's only 1 guy. I should probably call Elems. Kind of forgot about that, like... They had a lot of trends here, I should have... done something about Dryads earlier. Well, my bad. My bad. Don't have a lot of shots left anyway. But that was pretty strong, I guess. Zombies no longer have shield. Yeah, now I wish I had Necromancer Mark. Okay, that should do the trick. Took a lot of time. I don't know about vampirism, vampirism is way too expensive. Can just punch him with the fists, I guess. Not that expensive. Deals some okay damage. Oh, that's not even that strong. I didn't have any additional perks. Sprites without vitality. Can't really tank it. I think the fist is only slightly stronger in RTA than in regular Heroes 5. It sure is stronger, but not by a lot, I think. Got enough ghosts still. He shoot twice with only one werewolf. I guess that's possible. Yeah. That's kinda funny. How much shield on vampires? A decent amount. Do something about unis. Another turn for the dragons, just like just more feasting. Got some resurrections. I might run out of mana because I didn't ping the mark. Also, I wish I had more defense. I should probably attack Sprite and heal some amount at least. Rest dragons at least once. They can still tank pretty good. Let's not waste the decay. I'll still have it. Feast on the dragons, maybe. Well, I kinda need to rest my dragons. Maybe I should just jump those hunters so they can. They're fine. I kinda wish I had more mana. But the ghosts are still in great numbers. Maybe I should run away with dragons. Also, I will be able to shoot from here if I was to. Well, the trends had a lot more attack. Unicorns doesn't do a lot, although they have Bless. 1620s. Yeah, two trends is probably stronger. How much more decay I can get? Not a lot actually. Know about vampires. Yeah, I don't think so. Like, blood doesn't help at all. Only a little bit. Like so far I've only like cast only one resurrection, and I think I still don't need to cast anymore. The ghosts are still fine. Should probably step a little further away, but right now reapplying decay seems like the way to go. Well, 2 resistances. Those guys. Unis. Probably trans, like they dish the most damage. But unis are harder to kill this feast. I guess trans anyway. Well, now my fire elemental is kinda safe. Don't have a lot of mana. But that's fine, I guess. Yes, I think that the statement is false, because still I'm okay with only like one resurrection on Drakes, and it was a slight overkill anyway. They don't have that much health. It's another feast. Anyway. Yeah, but that was an interesting build from Świerszczu nevertheless. Certainly wasn't useless, but he like have no protection against anything, so without vampirism I figured out it wasn't a Tome of Darkness, so yeah, kinda cheesy, not quite there. Okay, sorry about the wheel, I won't have a and the wheel on the screen. Yeah, basically I've kind of went too cocky without Mark of the Necromancer. It would be like pretty safe with Mark. That's why you shouldn't go only for one school. Like if I went full on with the dark magic and ignored summoning, yeah, I won't be able to do anything Yeah, let's give him a few months for now, I guess. Hi Christoph, how's it going? So he given me an Inferno. Let's try Inferno Necro, I guess. Those two are pretty fair, I would say. Yeah, thanks for good luck. Let's do another Inferno Necro. Or Dwarves. Should I give him Dwarves? Like, I will let him choose. Yeah, so basically the issue with the Rangers build in the last one is that like he hadn't any protection against the darkness except for resistance. Like resistance is nice and all, but when the battles go on for long, it's all of the nasty stuff are gonna be applied at some point. If you had like Tome of Darkness and Vampirism, I think it might be pretty strong. If you somehow manage to like drop the resistance and combine it with Light and Stormwind, like Shrek Darkness, Seal of Darkness might be an overkill. Something like that, Battle Frenzy not necessary, Intelligence. Like something like that would be a pretty strong build for Sylvan in the last one. Maybe even Refined Mana, but probably not, because it requires an useless Imbue Era, and you kinda want different druids. Because with Light and so much mana you like have to utilize it somehow, and one of the best ways to utilize lots of mana is Resurrections. Oh, it's my turn to pick. Okay, so we got Infernal's Necro. That might be a pretty interesting one. Okay, so we've got Dedep, Nemus, Agril. It's pretty good. Alastor is close to useless. He's certainly the worst hero against Necron. In the lower set we got Grog. Grog is not that great against Necron. Like his main feature is being able to haste his seducers. He's good in mirror matchups, he's good in like Heaven vs Inferno, against Sylvan maybe, but not against Necron. Orlando is pretty alright. Nibros doesn't give you a lot, but like it can deny some pesky ranged builds with tactics. That's about it. Jezebel is pretty good, like Delep is pretty strong, like it's hard for Necro to deal with Ballista, but I think like Delep feels okay even without Flaming Arrows. It often might be a mistake like to push the Flaming Arrows because of how inconvenient it looks in Demon 3. Like, yeah, that's pretty clunky, like Battle Phrase, Negotiated Strike, like Marks the Damned, that's a lot of levels. Usually you don't want to have Expert Attack, like 5 damage in melee per level. It's you usually want to have something more for each level than that. Okay, so Necro, like Cornelia is great, Lucrezia is fine, Kaspar can be tricky, Zoltan don't care about him too much. Iron Tier, like he got pretty hard countered by the Pit Lords. Otherwise, like, I don't think I'm afraid of Markel too much. Like, it's just get rid of those guys like Ornello, Kretzem, those can be tricky to deal with. Anyway, we've got Nibros and Grok. It's a bit on the weaker side. Okay, the cape is nice. Boots, can't I have them already? I do. Don't need a ton of knowledge. Yes, the morale is fine, like in Strider boots, can I even utilize it properly? You can't really like rush Necro and Inferno. It's not the way to go usually. Yeah, he can, but you've got less creatures in each stack. So overall it's slightly weaker. Dependent on Mastery on Necromancy, also like got nerfed in the process, I guess, because of the Necromancy changes. I don't think it was that strong in the first play, like 15k, like it's huge. So basically Necro troops are more spread out. That's an okay dark, I've got Vampirism, at least something. Both Suffering and Weakness is useful, Slow can be pretty good. Let's try something like that. Master of Mind, Shrek Darkness, Master of Curses. Can live without resistance. I'd like to have power of endurance in this one. Ideally with evasion. So this is like a baseline. From there I can either go for Mass Haste. If I've got ton of mana I might pick Hellfire, but it's not necessary. Consume Corpse. I'm not sure I need one, because without mana ability to spam, don't have many casts, and demons usually don't have any issues with mana. Libra starts with attack, and it's gonna be another time when I will drop attack just to pick it up later. Because when you're trying to get something like that, for example, getting both like Shrike Darkness and Master of Curses is inconvenient and best because you've got all those tier 2 perks. And it can be hard to catch all of those key tier 1 perks. The same thing with evasion. If you like pick defense, you pick vitality, you've got power of endurance, you're gonna be like presented with stand your ground for pretty much every level up until you either like take it or catch something else. If you like have only the defense open, so it's like 50-50 to get the evasion in the second slot, so ideally you wanna got those base branches as fast as possible and close them. Pick all the perks so you won't be offered any additional ones. So yeah, I'm gonna drop attack. Now I'm getting the expert gating to maximize my chances for the second base. Okay, like leadership opens some options. I think the Gate Master is pretty good. It's like level 19. Yeah, like Gate Master would be pretty sweet. Don't think I want an expert one, maybe I'll figure something out. But I'll take it for now. Okay, let's get the defense. Sure. Kinda don't want to pick evasions just yet, but maybe I should. Maybe I should just pick last stand for now and try to catch Vitality. Gonna be easier that way. Still needs a dark. Like, without dark it's not gonna be as cool. Okay, now I'm gonna pick attack. Does Hellfire screw me over? Nope, I can take it for now, I guess. Let's take Vitality. Battle Frenzy, nice. Can I have Dark already? Expert Leadership doesn't help me right now. Can't have the Dark. Okay, I've got it, but it's gonna be clunky to fix it with all of those perks. How much do I need to get rid of? Mark of the Damned needs to go right away, because I certainly don't need Weakening Strike. Other stuff can stay for now to maximize my chances. I wanna drop last stand and Mark of the Damned for now. Master of Mind. Nice. I kinda want to have like Master of Courses. Can be tricky in the current situation. Okay, I'm good lucky. It's not a lot of chances to get Master of Courses right away. That's great. I'll take level 19. Go away last stand, please. Spare me, please. Okay, almost there. Almost. Should take Expert Leadership like it's be offered speed. I'm lacking Shrug Darkness. Fine, I guess let's take Leadership. Search is already ready. Don't need Consume Corpse. I really want to have those. How much mana do I have? Like, not enough for Hellfire. Should I pick another level, like Hour of Witness? Maybe it's not that terrible, gives you some maneuverability. I'm already spending way too much, like... Okay, I have the Expert Dark at least. Well, I'm not taking any artifacts. So... something like that. Those are core units, can't live without them. Health Variants are great. Pit Spawns, at least 12 of them. Yeah, I need both those two. Yeah, not a lot of gold left. Do I have enough for armor card, at least? You didn't happen to have one, you don't. Fine. Could have went slightly better, but not terrible. Yeah, not terrible is about it. Okay, like we have a pretty nice bonus with Gate Master. Like 15% more, it's still pretty good. Got some speed for maneuverability. Got our core units in place. Maybe I can live without Shrug Darkness. But the decay is still an issue. I've got Vampirism, but like with 3 spell power, not gonna last for all that long. Yeah, I wish I had slightly more spell power. If anything. Okay, let's see what he's gonna bring it. So, Vlad is okay, Markel is still strong, Corson is great, Arentier can be tricky in the late game if I won't be able to Raven is great. Trader is a bit less, so probably Raven and Orphan is the strongest one here. It's probably Raven. Okay, it's Markel. Okay, Banshees, Archers kill this. I'm glad that I at least have the evasion. Ton of Ghosts. Yeah, seems pretty okay. That's pretty nice composition. Well, like a fighter kind of guy. And you've got leadership. But basically he neutralized my own, and that's fine by me. That's totally fine by me. And okay, attributes, but the thing is, with Expert Dark and Mass Suffering, those attack on the hero doesn't really help a lot. Yeah, I wish I had more spell power, so it would last more than for just 3 turns. I might actually run out of mana, but he'll be out of mana sooner. Anyway, splitting pitloads. Dimensions only have like 6 speed. Actually, with 3 tactics on Nibros, the bonus speed from leadership is not that bad at all. Not bad at all. Slightly scared about the vampires. No, that's not what I can do about that. Okay, will do. Fine. Will do. Expert attack, protection, no vitality. That's bad news for Skellies. But, well, at least he's got some protection against fireballs. Let's actually draw his build. Probably haste. Mark of the Necromancer, Expert Necromancy. Eternal Servitude now scales with spell power. I don't think he can raise a lot of stuff from it. I didn't have a chance to test the new Eternal Servitude mechanics just yet. Basically it just raises some undead creatures from the corpses on the battlefield. It's advanced defense with protection or limb. Can be Chill and Bones, don't know. Chill and Bones might actually be pretty strong. So 7 defense, like it might be Chill and Bones. 25% is no joke. It's like a green 7 defense. I don't think Necromancer gonna have 7 defense with +3 bonus from resistance. It's quite a lot of leeches, but yeah, let's get somewhere around there. Okay, that hurts, but not a bad retaliation. Like Nibras had only like 1 luck from his specialty. Might be like too cocky for the vampires to attack right away, because I can, like, instead of sucking up his mana, I can just punch him with vermin, and that's totally gonna hurt. Okay. Somewhere around here, I think. It's only 6 attack on skeleton archers. So like 5 attack on the marker doesn't do anything on the smaller guys after suffering. And I probably should have played suffering, like it's probably the best move right now. It's that strong. Okay, that shouldn't kill me right away with evasion. Oh, the bench can get me. But it's still worth it to punch the vampires, I think. Yeah, I'll go for it. I'm blind is unfortunate. Well, no debuffs, I'm fine with it. If he's gonna like use bench howl right away, I'm totally fine with it. It means like no suffering, no confusion, no other nasty stuff. That means that he don't have any meaningful attack. Should I even bother to suck his mana when I can do this? Well, the goose gonna suck up all of my mana, so maybe I should just spend all of it on Meteor Shower. This is an okay damage against the vampires. Not quite able to act before the archers. I've got 0 morale on my regular troops. Yeah, let's just dish out some more damage. Let's open the gates. Poltergeist is gonna be an issue, but I'll figure something out. Okay, does he have haste? His expert attack, he probably should, but he spent the whole turn on a Banshee House, so I might as well not get cocky and apply mass endurance. Okay. The weakness doesn't affect Banshees that much. You can still move diagonally like this. I don't think slow helped me that much just yet. Yeah, let's apply some more defense. Never hurts. That's a nice damage against Kedis. Probably should take it. Best combo ever. The endurance plus mass offering. Well, yeah, it's one of the best ones. Now still 2 guys left. They should have just finished him off, or maybe I'll take benches. I don't wanna like give him no penalty shot. I can apply some pressure to bunches, like they're pretty far away. These styles shouldn't be no penalty shot for leeches, I think. Yeah, it's one off. That's an okay damage, I take it. 25 is manageable. Okay, I've got no mana on those speed lords for him to restore. That hurts, but oh well. How far away is here on the ATP? 0.94, so the slow probably is not the way to go just yet. Does mass weakness help me? I don't think it helps that much. Like I can like place the crystal, but the Skittis doesn't deal that much damage. I don't think I'm that afraid of him. I don't have mass haste, yeah, I don't. He most likely still does something, right? Not a lot, but have to do. Okay, I shouldn't let those guys shoot. So this gate is pretty far away. Yeah, I shouldn't give him an opportunity. Vulnerability is probably the way to go, like trying to focus down bunches a bit. Yeah, unexpected haste. With expert attack it's like a must-have. I can apply slow a bit later. Nice resistance. Well, the Cerberus was like the key unit in this one anyway, so it's fine. The vampire can take off vitals. Should I like just get rid of him or just push for more damage? That horse is pretty far away. Probably shouldn't. Yeah, let's just finish off the vampire. It's not a lot. I should probably run away with the dog. Can I block him like this? Okay, now I can punish him for moving forward the zombies. Yes, now we're gonna apply slow and force him to reapply haste. I'm GG already. Well, that's a shame, like, but I've got a pretty strong build. Not sure what exactly marker was like, and like probably should like attack with Necro is kinda expected. Not sure what else I can say about that, because I probably got lucky with leadership, so he wasn't able to push the negative morale with leadership of his own. Basically, he would have had slightly easier time with some dark magic of his own. Because he basically can do all of those stuff I did to him. demons don't have a lot of ways to deal with weakness and suffering either. For example, like all demons drop a lot of damage just from the weakness and stuff. Overall, he had like an okay composition. Probably should pick Vitality on Skelis and protect them a bit more. The ghosts are still like doing work. You can siphon a little bit of mana. Did he reapplied haste? He don't, so just reapply suffering for now. Yeah, basically the problem is that Necros kinda lost his vampires while I still have all of my horses in play. Can be tricky to deal with that sometimes. I guess not much else to comment on. His scales are kinda blocked, only got ghosts. Well played nevertheless, like it wasn't too bad, like just guess it was just pretty nice built on Nibros. His leadership and stuff. It's not like leadership like that much, but having like stronger reinforcements from the gating is always nice. I don't think like bonus speed helped me a lot, because all of those attacks I was able to do even without any speed. Those guys are pretty clumped. some space. Yeah, I think that perk skills with spell power you don't get a lot without like insane spell power and knowledge. I'm still not sure how good it actually is. Yeah, I guess that's it. Dragged on a little bit, I guess that it probably should, but nevertheless well played to Świerszczu. It wasn't like too bad, like got a pretty interesting build in the first one, and the second one basically It would be a fair fight if he had Dark Magic as well. Well, at least close to a fair fight. One thing about like Russian straight away, like it's only good if you can support your rush with other troops. The same goes for like champions on a Haven, like vampires on the Necrom. If you only like move forward with one unit, yeah, he deals pretty nice damage on the first shot, but you're gonna get focused pretty hard because like you leave the retaliation with one unit and you can pile up with all your troops. And with no retals, you basically like trade a third of an enemy unit for almost all of your guy. It works when you can place like at least 3 units right in your enemy's face in turn 1. Like Necro can do it with like boots of speed and tactics, I think. Otherwise, like not a lot of ways for bunches to reach the enemy lines turn 1. But if you have like +1 speed from the boots and tactics, you can reach with both ghosts and banshees. But the thing is, in most matchups you shouldn't count on that because of how common is the Storm against Necro. Like almost any matchup against light factions, if they had any meaningful light, they will go for Stormwind. Just there's no point not to. Necro got like 3 flying units and also can summon Phoenix, and Stormwind was it even only for the Phoenix. You may not care about the Ghost and the Vampires, but in this case you at least care about the Phoenix, so Stormwind is pretty common against Necron. But sometimes you can make it work. The Markel you really can pile up with your troops, like even huge numbers. I kinda like protected from all of the stuff he's thrown at me. Basically, he doesn't like debuff me with any mass stuff, like no mass suffering, no mass enders for his own troops. Like the resistance is okay, I guess it was actually the resistance and he got just unlucky with defense. So it was something like that. Maybe got unlucky with the perks offered from the Dark Tree and didn't have any mass ones. Not sure about the Mark of the Necromancer. It might be possible if he went for recruitment, maybe empathy. Like I don't think empathy is any good on the Necromancer. I wasn't able to put it to work in any meaningful way just yet. It might be okay like against Inferno if you also had like some artifacts to increase the morale even more. And you also like take the black ghost dragons to make it count right away. So there are very few cases where empathy is actually good. And sometimes it can even backfire, because when you play in dark, it's usually better for you to be the second one on ATB, so you can react to whatever your opponent is casting. Like same goes for light, but in this case, with empathy, some negative morale can push your heroes forward, and you're no longer the second one to cast, and your opponent got a chance to react. But I feel there are some ways to make it useful. Not sure whether he had empathy in his build, didn't pay much attention to that. But how, for example, we can fix it with the stuff that he had, like expert attack is an overkill, like power of endurance, recruitment, optional master of curses, like that's already enough. The Eternal Solitude, like, not sure what to think about the new Eternal Solitude just yet. I heard like some guys like raised ton of ghosts and vampires from it. But I think they also had a lot of spell power. So it has its uses, but I don't think it combines very well with leadership, because like with leadership builds it's usually like fighter, necromancers, and on fighter guys you don't have a lot of magic stats, so you don't pick learning, so you don't have as much spell power and knowledge. I think it scales with the spell power and knowledge. The issue with necromancy is when you like invest into attack stats on the heroes, your lower tiers doesn't have any bonuses from it, because their base attack stats is pretty low. So if you caught yourself under mass suffering, just those fancy axe you bought at the store just doesn't do anything. You're gonna be like 0 attack anyway on your lower tier units. They still like go, so just kinda need to buff them in some other ways. One of the best one being the vulnerability. Like if you can decrease enough defense from your opponent, like it doesn't matter if you have 0 attack. Like 0 attack against 0 defense with huge numbers that the necromancers have, it's gonna deal a ton of damage, and Necro can afford to play it a little bit slowly. And it's actually encouraged, I would say, because like Necro, it can be hard to react with Necro because of how slow his troops are. Yeah, vampires aren't that slow, but with Stormwind they are, so yeah, Necro is slow. He should take advantage of that and drag the game down. Like if you don't have a ton of spell power, like you can even like save some gold on the expert dark, just something like that. Advanced dark, even basic dark with vulnerability, it's a source of damage. Yeah, so that's kinda post game analysis. And I didn't update the scoreboard too. Well, good luck to Świerszczu in further games. Nevertheless, he won 12. I actually liked his first build, like it was somewhat lacking, but it nevertheless was pretty interesting to play against. So, thank you for watching, and goodbye for now.